Hello, my tubies, my Teletubbies. Sheila True Love here. And the reason why I have this picture here is because I just got through looking at a documentary of women who are in the life, prostitution. And they were going into details about their life experiences and how they have gotten beaten up, the reasons why they are in this field of prostituting themselves. And when you listen to their stories, I was listening to it and I just couldn't stop but cry. I kept crying. A lot of them were raped by their stepfathers. A lot of them have had some really traumatic experiences in their life, which caused them to, end up in this lifestyle. And then I think about who are all the Johns. The Johns are the guys who actually encourage this. They encourage women to prostitute themselves. Every time you're spending money to it, you're encouraging it. It's the same thing, you know. And then I cry, and I always cry when I listen to things about prostitutes because it's disgusting. And then you think about how they oh man, you had to hear the experiences of these the prostitute women. They was talking about how they ended up in and out of clinics where they were always getting STDs. A lot of the Johns, I'm not going to call those men. Those are not men. Those are filthy pigs and filthy maggots who need to be castrated. Yeah, that's how you solve that problem. Cut off both their testicles, not just one, but both. And yeah, remove their prostate so that way they can't enjoy, anal sex with, gay life or whatever. Cut off both their testicles and remove their prostates, I say. But anyway, when you listen to the stories of these females and how they ended up in terms of being a prostitute, a lot of them, all of them actually, are on drugs. Even the ones who are just doing this to try to pay their way through college. For any guy to sit up here and want to condone this and support women degrading themselves, they're sitting around here letting different men, I mean, all of the dudes throughout the whole state is ejaculating in their mouth and they're swallowing it. All these different men's semen. Come on, this is disgusting. So what happens? Yeah, a beautiful thing happens. There's these three guys who was in jail. Okay, check this out. This was the most amazing thing that I've heard. And it kind of made me sad and good in the same breath. Because these three guys that were in jail, they have daughters that are out here. They have daughters that men have run through their daughters. Men have run, not even men, Johns, have run a train on their daughter. And you know how in this day and age that we live, everybody's whipping out their cell phone. Everybody's whipping out and taking pictures and pictures. They took pictures of this stuff, of what was happening to his daughter, and they sent it to him. This is what your daughter's doing. And then they had, the gay, they have trannies and transvestites, and they got just straight up butch niggers, if you will. And they're taking pictures of your son. How about that? Your son is because he was smoking weed. They got this kind of weed that makes you horny. So your kid is under the influence of smoking dope. That's what weed is. It's dope because you got to be a dope to be smoking that, and you honestly believe inhaling smoke in your body, that's not going to do any harm. Are you serious? But anyway, you're smoking this dope, and your kid is drinking around these people, having a good old time. They sit up here and they know how to run the game on them. They got four guys running a train on your son in his rectum. They have your son on his knees sucking people off. How about that? And then they sent it to the second guy who was in jail. He got out now. Okay? This is what we got your son doing. Well, how the hell are you going to get upset, kid? You have no problem laying up with prostitutes. That's somebody else's daughter. Okay? That's someone else's son. Because they have male prostitution too, with these trannies that are walking the whole stroll. And, they don't have no problem, these Johns, niggas in their cars driving up in 2 or 3 o'clock at night looking to see who they could pick up, who they could freaking degrade, and they could treat like garbage. Well, guess what? That's what's happening to your daughter. That's what's happening to your son. So, of course, the 3 guys, the third guy, yeah, they did that to him too. They had his daughter. She was a prostitute. They turned her out. They turned her out. Okay? She was sitting up there drinking, happy, so lucky, feeling comfortable, and the guys flipped the script on her. Hello, baby. Suckers come. She came up there. She visited the guy to see his, hang out with him for a minute. And they brought out 3 or 4 other guys from out the back room. They ran a train on your daughter. That's right. We turned her out. The way you could sit up there and treat somebody else's daughter. That's right. Your son, he has had so many penises up in him under the influence of drugs and alcohol. And we're sending you the picture, kid, because everybody's a vlogger. You know what a vlogger is. It's mean you take videos. You do videos of your life. You do videos of what you're experiencing. Everybody's vlogging this, and they put it all over the freaking network. How about that? That's your son. That's your daughter. How'd that feel? How about that? It was in jail. Now you out here, kid. Look at what people are doing to your kid. The same thing you doing to everybody else's kid. Encouraging women to prostitute. You'll spend money like crazy when it comes to her down on her knees, or you using her in every hole she has. Now they're using your kid in every hole that they have. How about that? Life is sweet. I'm telling you, karma loses no one's address. That's your kid. You don't mind doing it to somebody else's kid. And I got to keep putting emphasis on that because these niggas out here, they're Johns, they keep getting away with that nonsense. Every time they catch a John with a prostitute, because they also have these, where they force the women into prostitution. The young girls, they go kidnap them or what have you, and these girls are sitting up here, engaging in this crap, even though they wasn't even in agreement with it. Oh, trafficking. That's what it's called. So my question is, who are the dudes that's laying up with these females? Those are the ones that you need to slam who's these Johns? They let these Johns off the hook. No. I catch you with a freaking prostitute. We're going to make sure your wife, first of all, finds out about it. We're going to put your face on the cover of the news. All the news is going to hear about it. You're going to jail. You're going to do no less than a year. And that's without no parole, no probation. No, you're going to do a year in jail. You no good son of a bitch. Excuse my colloquialism. I had to curse like that because this is disgusting. Get yourself a wife or your hand ain't broke. You need sex, son? You use your hand. I get tired of my hand. You got a wife right over there. You get tired of your hand? Go to your wife. You don't have a wife? Make it your aim to find one. That's right. And if you feel that you can't put up with a woman, your hand is your woman. That's your hand. And if you get tired of using your hand, then stop doing it for a while. Give yourself a chance to miss it. Make sure that you only engage in this when your body really, really need a release. When you really, really need a release, then you're going to masturbate, handle your business, son. But you don't sit up here and encourage females or trafficking girls and all of this craziness. No, you don't encourage that. Pay the women to go to church. How come you don't have these dudes, these same old Johns? How come you don't pay women to conduct themselves like ladies? You get on YouTube, you get on the internet, and you hear all of these clowns talking about, man, you can't find no good women today. You can't find no good women. Yeah, right. You don't want no good women because if these dudes wanted good women, the porno industry would be a thing of the past. It would not even exist anymore. What's keeping that porno or prostitution alive? It's these Johns with their penis in their hand. That's what's keeping it alive. So let's talk about good women. Yeah? You want good women? You know, they have phone sex. That's a $1 billion industry where women get on the phone and they get on here because you have women who have astronomical, or people who have astronomical phone bills, where these guys, these pigs, sick, man, sick. You can't even get yourself a woman, a normal woman where you could just, I mean, no, come on, you gotta pay somebody to touch you? That makes you pathetic and pitiful. You're pitiful. I gotta pay somebody to no. They'll sit up here and say no because I want her to do certain things that my wife is not willing to do. So my question is, okay, how sick and twisted are you? What isn't your wife willing to do? Okay, what is that? Let you sit up there and nut in her mouth? And you want her to swallow that filth? No, semen is meant for the vagina, sweetheart. Yeah, I'm sure you have many wives who have no problem with this oral crap, even though that's kind of sick and twisted too, if you want my view. But okay, you're going to put on some condoms, son. And then if, they say, well, what about when I go down on her? She sit up here. That's dental dams. You don't even need to get dental dams. Go in the kitchen and get some saran wrap. Put it right there, make it happen, we good. Okay? But all this sitting here encouraging women to prostitute, freak that nonsense. They say men are visual. Okay? They have a whole lot of animated porno. They have a whole lot of cartoon porno where it's not real women that you're sitting up here degrading or encouraging to do that filth. You need a visual, clown, because maybe your wife put on some weight and you say, okay, I need a visual just so I could whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, animation. Okay, cartoons. You don't sit up here and encourage real women to do this filth, man. Come on now. But that's okay, because when I listened to those guys who was in jail, and when they sat up and saw these videos that people had sent to them on their phone, that's your daughter getting dogged. How that feel? How that make you feel, kid? Okay, that's your son. They running a train on your son. He's down on his knees, sucking this one off, sucking that one off, and people are using him in his rectum because he's under the influence of smoking weed, dope, same thing. Because I know they have certain weed out here that make people horny. Have I ever smoked weed? Yeah, I have. Have I been under the influence of that with a guy? I have. He was on my terrace. He was a Scorpio. And I had engaged in this weed. I never really stuck good with drugs. I've experimented with cocaine. I've experimented with crack. I've smoked weed. I have done mescaline. Yeah, but I never stayed with drugs. Because in my head, I can't hang out with that because it's a loser's game. It's just stupid. And I've never seen anywhere in the Bible where Jesus Christ smoked crack, mescaline, or weed, or dope. Weed is called dope because you got to be a dope to be smoking that mess. Honestly believing that weed is not so bad. It's actually helping us. Yeah, ingesting smoke in your body is doing no damage at all. You see how weed really makes you stupid as hell? Yeah, okay, you keep believing that. It makes you lazy. It makes you may have not had ADHD or ADD, but when you keep on smoking weed, dope, aka dope, your attention span is so not going to be there. It really isn't. The only way you're going to be able to focus on anything is when you're under the influence of the drug. Or you're sitting up there taking Adderall, aka crystal meth. It's equivalent to crystal meth. So, I mean, come on already. But I just had to make this video because, look at what they're doing to you. Not really, I'm not laughing at the daughter because she's under the influence or she's being, whatever. And now look at what they're doing to your son, the transvestites, all the gay men. They sit up there and they be real nice to the guy. They be really nice and have him come to their home and they accommodate him. Yeah, I hear you. They listen to him complain about his girlfriend and they listen And then they pretend like they're your friend, and they're so understanding. And then you're drinking and you're smoking, and before you know it, honey, they are doing things on you that you did with you with prostitutes. Now it's happening to you. How does that feel? Mm-hmm. And guess what? We're videotaping this because we're vloggers, and we're gonna send this to your fathers. How about that? We're going to post it all over Facebook, all over Reddit, all over Twitter. Everybody's seeing you get dogs, son. What's up? Uh-huh. God don't like ugly. Keep on going to prostitutes. You no good Johns. You pitiful, pathetic things. Gotta pay somebody to touch you. Can you please have sex with me? I'll pay you. Can you please touch me? I'll pay you. So sick. But anyway, Sheila True Love, truly loving you. And yeah, you don't encourage women to do things like this because it's wrong. It's disgusting. And how dare you treat women this way? Sheila True Love, until next time, bye for now.